everyone, with Season 2 of The Mandalorian coming to an end yesterday, I thought, what better way than to praise this incredible season by doing a review on it. And I haven't done a review on anything, to be honest, in a very long time. So it feels very good to be up and sharing my thoughts on something that is widely praised by loads of other people. And it's also the first TV review since Stranger Things Season 3, which was last year, the summer of last year, which feels like such a long time ago. But yeah, I'm just going to put out a disclaimer before the video actually starts. This video will contain spoilers for the whole of The Mandalorian Season 2, including the Mandalorian season finale. So if you haven't seen the finale, or any episodes of The Mandalorian for that matter, please do skip. So you have been warned, and let's get into the review, shall we? The first episode in the series is Season 2, Episode 1, and I thought this was a brilliant reintroduction into the world of The Mandalorian. I thought that Timothy Olyphant's character was really cool, and I hope we see more of him. And yeah, just the giant fight with the sandworm was really cool to watch, especially when the camera went into IMAX. So yeah, overall a pretty cool episode. So the next episode on my list is Season 2, Episode 2, and it's probably my least favourite episode in the entire Season 2 of The Mandalorian, but I still have a lot of fun with it. I still think it's pretty cool, and I thought the giant spiders chasing Mandalorian, the frog woman, and Baby Yoda was awesome, and yeah, especially when those X-Wing pilots came in to save the day. So not my favourite episode in the season, but yeah, still pretty enjoyable. The next episode is Season 2, Episode 3, and this was definitely a big turning point for Clone Wars and Rebels fans all around the world when Bo-Katan and other Mandalorians, well, quote-unquote Mandalorians, came in and saved Mandalorian and Baby Yoda. It seems like they were always getting saved, but yeah, just really cool. And also, Ahsoka's name was mentioned for the first time in the whole series, which definitely got us all excited for the upcoming episodes to come. But yeah, once again, not my favourite episode, but still really cool. The next episode is Season 2, Episode 4. Now, I thought this episode was really cool, especially how it was directed by Carl Weathers himself. And it also sparked the meme of the jeans guy, who was only in it for like 0.5 seconds, but it was still pretty funny. I absolutely loved the speeder chase. When the speeders came after Cara Dune and Greef Karga, and then Mandalorian just sweeps in with his new Razor Crest and saves the day. So yeah, I actually really enjoyed this episode, and it's definitely one of my favourites of the whole season. Now, this episode right here, ladies and gentlemen, is my favourite in the whole season, Season 1 and Season 2 combined. I absolutely loved it. I've never actually watched Clone Wars or Rebels before, and but of course I knew who Ahsoka was, as she's a fan favourite. But yeah, just this episode was incredible. I absolutely loved every second of it. It kind of gave me a little bit samurai vibes at the end when Ahsoka fought against that woman. I can't quite remember her name, but she got the Beskar spear. But yeah, I absolutely loved this episode. Rosario Dawson played Ahsoka incredibly, and I can't wait to see Ahsoka's own series, I believe, which is happening in the years to come. But yeah, it's going to be really, really hard for Dave Filoni and Jon Favreau to top this episode for me. Coming in next is Season 2, Episode 6. Now, this episode gave Boba Fett a whole new level of coolness. He went from the guy who looked awesome but stood around doing nothing in the original saga to the guy who kicks butt in The Mandalorian. I can't describe the emotions I was feeling when Boba Fett flew down and took on the whole squadron of stormtroopers. It was awesome to see. And yeah, just Boba Fett. I believe we're getting a series of Boba Fett, which I cannot wait for. Especially if Dave Filoni takes, Dave Filoni directs it. As yeah, he has a whole vision of Star Wars, which fans seem to love, and yeah, I cannot wait for Season 3. So let's move on to the next episode. Coming in next is Season 2, Episode 7. Now, this episode was Bill Burr's episode to a T. He was just incredible in it. His acting was great, and I really hope he gets more praise for that, for this episode, than he actually does, because he's a very underrated actor, and probably one of the best working on Mandalorian right now. But yeah, I actually quite enjoyed this episode. It's not one of my favourite ones, though. But the seismic charge scene, when Boba Fett just deployed that seismic charge on those two TIE fighters, my god, the sound just brought me back so many memories of watching Attack of the Clones with my dad for the first time. But yeah, so this episode perfectly set up the finale, which we're about to get on now. And lastly, we have the Season 2 finale, Season 2, Episode 8, which is definitely up there in my top 3 favourite Star Wars Mandalorian episodes of all time. Obviously, first being the Ahsoka episode. We have literally everyone there fighting against Moff Gideon and loads of Stormtroopers, and occasionally a few Dark Troopers as well. It was just incredible. Oh, I still can't get over it. I just still can't. I mean, seeing that X-wing just first fly in, I mean, you have that slight bit of hope in the back of your mind that it's Luke Skywalker, and then you just see the black hood and the green lightsaber, and he just goes mental over dozens of Dark Troopers, and this is when you realise this series is something else, and Dave Filoni has literally. He's outdone himself. He's just incredible, and I definitely feel like he should work on more Star Wars projects in the future. But yeah, we have some obviously Luke Skywalker and some really cool de-aging CGI for Mark Hamill, and also we've got R2-D2 in there as well. And it was just so sad seeing Grogu leave Mando on a path to become a Jedi, but you know, it was obviously the right decision because, you know, hopefully we could see some Grogu action later on in the future. It doesn't have to be Mandalorian. Perhaps we'll get a Grogu spin-off series, who knows. But yeah, that is just all of my episodes, all of my opinions on the episodes of Mandalorian Season 2. Let's get into a more in-depth look, or in-depth analysis of how I think. If that told you anything, it would be that I absolutely loved this season of Mandalorian, and I'm definitely gonna miss it for weeks to come. Not you know, watching it every week. It's just gonna be sad, but you know, all things have to come to an end. But yeah, this series was just incredible. I cannot wait for Season 3, which will, fingers crossed, be happening next year. It's just going to be amazing, and I'm really curious on to see how this series you know, goes on. I mean, is it going to follow Mandalorian, or is it going to follow Grogu's changing or training? I don't know how it's gonna. I just don't know how it's gonna get better. But like I said, my favourite episode in this whole series, and combined Season 1 and Season 2, is the Ahsoka episode. I just loved it. I haven't even watched Clone Wars or Rebels, and it's just it was just amazing to see Rosario Dawson like smashed it as Ahsoka, and I believe we are getting a series of that as well, which is going to be incredible. But yeah, if you are a fan of Star Wars or anything, just yeah, definitely consider checking this series out if you haven't already. It's just incredible. Like, Dave Filoni is just an incredible director, and probably the best has the best vision for Star Wars since George Lucas himself, the creator of Star Wars. That is how much I respect Dave Filoni for giving us just loads and loads of Star Wars content, which no one knew that we needed. So yeah, that is my review of The Mandalorian Season 2. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you guys have watched it, let me know what you thought in the comment section down below. Without further ado, I'm going to end the video off here, and I'll see you guys later. Peace out.